Hello, everyone out there. I want to wish you all a happy holidays and welcome to the Christmas edition of Optima Family Services Craft Time and Story Time. So, tonight we're going to be actually reading The Night Before Christmas. And also, for everyone out there, we're going to be doing a craft afterwards, so stay tuned, stick around. We've got a craft planned for you that's going to include gingerbread man made out of paper. So sit back, relax, and enjoy The Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas by Clement C. Moore. Edited by Santa Claus for the benefit of children of the 21st century. Illustrated by Elena Almazova and Vitaly Shavarov. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon will be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the crest of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear, but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, ain't St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin white as the snow. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave him a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
All right, next up, we're going to go over the steps in order for us to create this gingerbread man, right? So if you have any construction paper or colored pencils, whatever you can do to color paper, this is what you'll need. In the links below, we're going to be giving you templates, and so you can print out, or you can just trace and mimic. You don't even have to print this out. You can just draw it freehand, right? Ask mom and dad if they'll help you out. And also, we will, if you have printer paper, you can just use printer paper or white paper to do this, and then color it brown. Whatever you'd like to do. It's the great thing about gingerbread men. You can do it any way you would like, and there is no wrong way. It's whatever you want. Okay. I'm having red paper as well as white paper. I have all these colors over here that I can utilize, and then also with mom and dad's permission, get yourself a set of scissors as well as glue stick and whatever you're going to use to draw or color with, okay, like a normal pencil and colored pencils or markers, okay? So next up, we're going to go over the step-by-step directions on how to put together your very own gingerbread man. Okay, so right here I have my paper, right? Like I said before, you could either print one out, you could free draw and trace out the image of Gingy, right on the edges, and so you can cut it out. And with mom and dad's permission or supervision, and maybe even have them cut it out, depending if if you're wanting to have nice smooth corners, you want to go ahead and start cutting. Now that I have this traced out or cut out, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to grab the piece of paper that I'm going to use for the next project, right? I want to give the gingerbread man a face. And so in order to do that, I'm going to be utilizing my handy dandy white paper here, and then I'm going to draw out eyes. So gingerbread men typically have, white eyes, right? Maybe already draw some eyes in there, because just the white eyes themselves might freak people out. And now we will draw a smile. Okay, so now what we need to do is I want to give him a hat. So what I will do first is I am going to measure his head, right? And I want to give him a cool hat like mine. So let's just draw. Probably going to be, yeah. I'm going to turn this over so it's not going to see all these pencil marks. I'm just trying to get his his head measurement so I can cut it. Now what I'm going to do, like I said, this is whatever you would want to do. I'm just kind of throwing ideas around. Perfect. So that's going to fit over just like this. Okay. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off a headband, a white headband. Now we are going to have us a nice cotton ball at the end of Santa's hat. Now we're going to use our glue stick, and again we're going to use this to stick this on the end of our hat. Okay, now with that, I'm going to glue this back part so we can put it on Gingerbread Man's head. Okay, so now that I've got his Santa hat on, I think I'm going to maybe match him with his actual Santa outfit. So, what I'm going to do with the rest of this paper is I'm going to trace out the Gingerbread Man. So we're utilizing all the paper. So we're not wasting anything either. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut out this. Alright, so here we have our Gingerbread Man finished, and I made a mistake a few times, as you can see. These buttons I drew in with a pencil. Whatever you guys have at home, you can utilize to, throw on and decorate it even further. You can even color it different colors or make it dress up into something else other than these colors. These are just the colors that I had on hand, and I really like the idea of him dressing like Santa, right? So you can have like eyelashes drawn on. You could put like a red mouth on there, like if he or she, whether it be a he or a she, a gingerbread man or woman, you can have it tailored just to whatever you'd like. So as you can see, also that's not really even, but it's a time for you and mommy, daddy, and your family that are in the house with you to have fun together and make these crafts. So you make it the way that you want it to be made, and whatever looks good to you is going to look good for everyone else. So that is our Gingerbread Man.